they're like, oh, you'll be out in a week. You'll be out of the brig in a week. And I was like, well, how am I going to get out in a week? And they're like, oh, they have a hearing for everybody that goes in there their first week. And that decides whether or not you should stay in there or be let out. And I was like, okay. But either way, I was like, I was like in survival mode at that point. I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. They took me first before we went to the brig. We went to a medical place on Miramar to make sure I was healthy enough to get put in the brig. They did like a full checkup on me. So I'm sitting in handcuffs in the medical place with families, everyone staring at me. And they did the full checkup and then took me to the brig. And as soon as I got in the brig is when I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, there was probably 8 to 10 guards who met me, just me, for intake. They all treated me like I was Jason Bourne. Each of them were like posted up. Like every time I moved, like I was about to do something. Yeah. The first thing I got checked when I was getting checked in, they ask you, do you know what you're in here for, or why you're here? And at the time I was like, sort of jokingly, I was like, killing ISIS. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay, like I was joking, but they're like, no, that's why you're here. And that was all that was said to me. I got told, the CO of the brig came down, told me that, she saw my service record or whatever, and she's like, it doesn't matter in here. You're not technically a prisoner, but you will be treated you will be treated as good as you treat the guards.